it asks us to work out the height given the volume. Okay, so it's told us the volume and it's told us the radius, and we need to work out what the height is for it to have this volume. Okay, now the way that we would usually work out the volume is we would use the equation V equals pi r squared. Okay, so that's the face area here, the cross-sectional area of this part, and then we'd multiply that area by the height or the length. Okay, we'll call it h for height. Okay, so that's how we typically work out the volume of this shape. Okay, but instead of being told the radius and the height and then working out the volume, what we've been told instead is we've been told the volume and the radius, and we've got to find out what the height is. Okay, so what we can write down is we can write in the blanks. Okay, so we know that the volume is 112. Okay, we know that the radius is 4. Okay, and then times by h. Okay, so we can simplify this and write 112 is equal to 16 pi times by h. Okay, now I need to rearrange this to get h on its own, because what I want is I want an equation that tells me h is equal to, and then something that I can calculate. Okay, so I need to look at what's interfering with my ability to get h on its own. Okay, and it's this 16 pi here. Okay, so to get rid of a 16 pi on this side, I need to do the opposite, okay, or the inverse operation. Okay, so if we have a 16 pi times, we need to divide by 16 pi. Okay, so divide by 16 pi on this side, and then because it's an equation, okay, because it's an equation here, we need to do the same on both sides. Okay, so then what I end up with is 112 divided by 16 pi is equal to 16 pi times h divided by 16 pi. The 16 pi divide here cancels out with the 16 pi there, so I'm just left with h. Okay, so I can write this the other way around just to make it a little bit easier to see. Okay, and then if I put this in my calculator, 112 divided by 16 pi, then what I get is 2.228 ... centimeters. Okay, so I've now worked out what the height of the cylinder is to give me a volume of 112 centimeters cubed. Okay, and I can round this height to, let's say, 2 decimal places. Okay, so it's going to give me 2.23 centimeters tall. Okay, so that's 2.23 centimeters. Okay.